Hey everyone, my name is Joey Shea. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing. We're going to do a quick look today, and I'm going to show you how to do a look with using two different foundations that is going to highlight and contour at the same time. It's going to cut some time down on your makeup application, and it's going to give you a really pretty finished look. So let's get started. One other thing before I do get started, the key to flawless makeup is great skincare. You must take care of your skin, okay? That means cleansing, moisturizing, never going to bed with makeup on, okay? So we are going to prime your face. So I like to start with a little bit of Due Date, which is our facial oil. I like to kind of press this in my skin. I even use my lashes. I even put it in my lashes, I should say. Now I'm going to use our First Base Makeup Primer. Spray that. I like to press it into my skin, including under my eye area. I even take it to my neck area. All right, so now we are ready. I'm going to take Shinto Zero, which is a lighter foundation for me. I'm normally a Shinto 1. I could go even lighter, but right now I don't have the colors to do in order to do that. So I'm going to use the lighter color in areas that I would normally highlight. Okay, so that includes underneath my eyes, right around in here. And our foundation is a wax-based foundation. It's actually the only foundation that I have ever wore that I could stand to keep on, honestly. That is what got me started with Lime Life, and that's how a lot of people know us. Now I'm going to take a darker foundation, MB6, and I'm going to just gently kind of, it may look dark, but you got to trust the process here, you all. So you're going to kind of highlight, or you're going to highlight your areas, and then you're going to go and you're going to contour with the darker color. So now I'm contouring, and I'm doing the sides of my nose. It's going to thin your nose down. I like to go underneath my lower lip. It's going to give me a fuller look to my lip. And I'm going to contour my cheekbones. I'm also going to contour my jawline. I'm 45 and I have some of this, so I like to chisel out my chin. And it also helps to hide this. So I like to take a little bit of that, going down my neck here. And I like to use my fingers a lot of times. Really not supposed to, but I do. Now I'm going to take the lighter color again and kind of go in areas down here that I didn't do a while ago. So depending on what type of coverage that you like to use, I'm also going to use this on my eyelids as an eyelid primer, okay? So we're just going to kind of prime those eyelids as well, and just kind of get this all done at the same time. Okay, so there we go. So it may look like I used a lot, but in actuality, I really didn't. I love to use our diffuser brush number 17. It gives me a lighter coverage. If you want a heavier coverage, you can use our Blenderful sponge. It's a makeup blender sponge. It works really, really well too. I just happen to like a lighter coverage. But for those of you all who do like a darker coverage, you can use the sponge. I'm kind of doing the darker areas first. Now I'm going to go back and kind of go over the rest of it. And you want to make sure you blend up into your hairline. You don't want any lines of demarcation. That gives you a highlight and contour look. Now, if you feel like you need a little extra highlight, I like to take my mini diffuser brush and I like to put it in a lighter concealer 0 and just kind of take that underneath my eyes there. And any areas that I feel like I need a little bit more, I'll take it, especially down the bridge of my nose and right here. So I'll just kind of press that in a little bit. Now, when you do your eyes, if you feel like you need, if you have any fallout or anything, you can take your concealer, and I'll show you how to do that once I'm done. Now, we're going to set this with some powder. I love to use our colored pressed powder, and for my skin tone, I use powder number 4 for that. So I just take it and I'm just going to kind of press it in. And depending on the coverage that you want for this, you are going to choose the brush that you use. So if you like a heavier coverage, then you're going to want a more shorter, dense brush. If you like a lighter coverage, you're going to want one of the powder brushes like this, okay? So, just going to set this makeup here. And this powder is an HD powder. So what that means for you is it's going to give you an airbrushed look. It's going to hide those imperfections. It's going to smooth your canvas. I call your face your canvas. It's going to smooth that. And it's going to help keep your makeup on all day long. Okay, so now we're ready. I'm going to start with my eyeshadow quad. These are some of my favorite colors I put together. This is Sweet Dreams. This is Coral of the Story. This is Ashen for Trouble. And this is Nirvana. We have some really fun, neat names. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with my brows before I do that. And I love to use our Enduring Brow Pencil. This is the medium. It's waterproof. It's going to stay on all day. You want to brush up your brows here. Then your brows should always start right here. Okay, you see, you take you can take a brush or you can take your pencil to the side of your nose and square up all the way up, and that's where your brow should start. Do you see where mine starts? Right there. Then your arch is going to be from the outer corner of your nose about right there, okay? Then let me get my pencil up a little further. The outer corner of your nose to the outer corner of your eyes. Over here is where your brow should stop. So right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna start kind of filling in. I kind of make a little bit of a line down here. I kind of go on the top and kind of create that line. If I want a little extra emphasis on that arch, I kind of go just above where my natural brow there is. But ladies, brows are a must, and I can't emphasize this enough. Brows are what frames your face, okay? So you must do your brows. If you don't do your makeup, then please just don't even, or if you don't do your brows when you're doing your makeup, just please don't even do your brows at all, because they are that important. And you just kind of make some feathery strokes here. You can make them look as natural as you would like and you take your brush here and then you just kind of feather it out there. You see that? Can you see the difference? Brows are so important. They frame your face. And then I'm going to show you how you can also chisel your brow out to enhance it. So I'm just using feathery strokes. And I make sure that I enhance that even more when I get over here to the front of my brow. Just kind of brush up. If you feel like you need any more emphasis, then you can do that. And so you want to make sure that they're even. A lot of people don't have brows from the generation that they over tweezed. And their brows start back here. So it's important that your brows start here, okay? See that? Your brows need to start there, okay? And you can do an ombre brow where it's lighter here. You can just kind of brush this up. I always start my brows darker towards the end, and then I get lighter as I come up, and then when I get over here I do really light strokes, so it kind of gives you that ombre look. There we go. All right, so now that we're done with our brows, let's work on our eyes. But first I am going to set that with a clear brow gel. We have brow gels you can actually use if you have really nice brows and they're thick and full and you don't need anything. We've got tinted brow gels. You can also use them to enhance what you have. So they have these little fibers in them. They're really good. It's going to keep your brows in place all day long. So now I'm going to take the lighter color called Sweet Dreams. It's my favorite, one of my favorites. And I'm just going to press this in, coming up underneath my brow bone. Oh, before that, I wanted to show you another thing. Before I continue on with my eyes, I was telling you that what you can do to kind of emphasize your brows. If you take a lighter concealer, like Concealer Zero of ours, you can carve your brows out. Now, you see what I'm doing? You just take the tip of your concealer brush and you just kind of define your brows, okay? That's going to highlight your brow bone. Gives you a really nice look. That's where you can correct any imperfections that you've done with your brow pencil, or if your brows are not shaped very good. I highly recommend getting your brows shaped and done by a professional, because it really does make a difference. And then I'm gonna do a little bit there, and you can also go a little bit up over your brow right here, and you can kind of tone that down as much as you would like. Can you see the difference? You just kind of helping to make that brow crisp and clean. There we go. Finish out what's left on my brush here in this inner corner. Now let's start with that eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go back to the Sweet Dreams. Then I'm going to press that in. Okay. And I kind of concentrate it from like here, and I kind of come up and I highlight that brow bone. You see? It just makes it really pretty. And our shadows and all of our cosmetics, they are professional grade. That's what sets us apart from everyone else. And our company has been around a long, long time. If you ever heard of Alcone, they've worked with all of the actresses and actors out in the acting industry. So now I am going to I like to use my, let's see, let me find it here, my Dome Blender. Kind of a blender brush, and I like to take that, and I'm gonna just barely tap, because a little bit goes a long way, because our products are so pigmented. So the key to eyeshadow is blending. So you want to blend really, really nice. You can always add, but it's a lot harder to take off. So I'm going in my transition here. And ladies, if you have a hooded eye where you can't see a lot of your eye, then you want to make sure that you're bringing I have slightly hooded eyes, so you want to make sure you're bringing up your transition color higher. And I kind of bring it to the outer corner. But you want to have that color up higher so you can see the color, because if your eyes are really hooded, you're not going to be able to see that color a lot. So I'm going to add just a little bit more. Okay. Like I said, the key to shadows are blending. And I've learned that you can mix and match just about any of our colors. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and warm up our mascara. I like to tuck it in my bra because we have a fiber mascara, and it should be warmed up in order to apply it correctly. So now I'm going to take this lighter shade called Ashen for Trouble, and I'm going to kind of take this a little bit in my outer corner and kind of bring it down and up, kind of working it from the outside in. See how pretty that is? And like I said, our colors are highly pigmented. Our makeup is highly pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way, you all. And I also encourage you, all of my viewers, if you could please have your friends subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to reach 1,000 viewers so I can actually go live on YouTube. So when I originally had started my channel, it was before I had my back surgery, and so I didn't get a whole lot, and I actually went live, I think, but it's been a while. So now I'm going to take a little bit of Nirvana, which is our darker brown, and I'm just going to really emphasize right here in this outer corner. And just make sure you blend really well. Didn't put just a little bit more there. And so you want to blend, and blend inward. There we go. Need just a little bit more right here to kind of make that even. So you want to make sure your application is even looking. And then I'll just kind of take my brush and kind of marry all of these together. Where it looks nice and blended. Okay, so this is the part that I was telling you about. If you feel like that you need your line to come up, or clean up your line over here. So you'll take I'm using just my diffuser brush, but I'm using my concealer that was left on my brush. And I'm just coming and making this nice, crisp, and clean over here. And there we go. So now I am going to use my liner. I love our Enduring eyeliners because they are, number one, waterproof. But the thing that I love about it the most is the fact that when you put these liners on, they will stay on all day. They will stay on for 24 hours. They are incredible. I highly recommend every single person getting every color in these liners, especially the black and the brown. So you want to get as close to your lash line as you can. And I'm just using the brown today. You see that? Now I'm going to do this side. There we go. I'll do this side a little thicker like I did that one. And the beautiful thing about our eyeliners, it's like I said, once you get them on, they're not gonna come off until you take them off. Now, I'm gonna take the bronze color that we have and I'm gonna go underneath. And these will not run underneath your eyes. They give them about 30 to 45 seconds to set. And once they are set, they are not coming off until so you have about 30 to 45 seconds of playing time if you want to change anything with your eyeliner. So, it's going to give you that. You can go back there like that. Now I'm going to put some blush on. I'm going to use our blush number. It's Blush Keen. It's Keen. It's like a peachy pink here. It's really, really pretty for every skin type. I'm just going to apply that to the tops of my apples of my cheeks and kind of sweep upward. Just kind of giving a little bit of color. And there you have that. And what I also like to do is I like to take Sweet Dreams, the eyeshadow, and I kind of like to take it and just highlight the tops of my cheekbones. Just a little bit. Just kind of highlight just the top. And you can also take it down the bridge of your nose and your Cupid's bow. Okay, now let's do our mascara. It should be warmed up enough. I'm going to show you a trick. I'm going to curl my lashes first, okay? And I'm going to show you a trick to get your lashes thicker and longer, and it makes you look like you have lash extensions. So curl your lashes first. Okay. So I'm going to take a brown mascara and I'm going to take that and apply it my complete eyelash from root to tip. Top and bottom. And do the other side. Make sure you get your entire lash, root to tip. And the little tiny fibers just grab onto your lashes. Okay. Now that is a brown. Let's go with the black. Now you're going to take your black and you're going to take it to like the last half of your lash. And I'm going to show you the difference. And our mascara is buildable. I typically only do one coat. But you do that on the last half of your lash. Can you see the difference? See how much longer they look? And of course you can add extra. You can go back over them if you choose to. But can you see? It really, really makes a difference if you use two different colors of mascara. Really, really makes a difference. I'm adding a little extra that I normally wouldn't do just to show you all that our mascaras are buildable. They don't flake. Before our Amaze box came out, it was actually our #1 seller. That and the foundation. As far as our makeup products but I love all of our products. All of that, and I've never had lash extensions, okay? But you can get the look of lash extensions just by using those two colors. All right, so let's go with a lip. I'm just going to do a simple lip. I'm going to use one of our Enduring Lip colors. And I think I'm going to go with Creme Brulee. And these are long lasting. They will stay on. Creme Brulee is a really pretty color. And you can create a more full lip if you want. You can kind of go above your line a little bit. I do that a lot. And just add a little extra there. And there you have it. You have your full face. It took me 35 minutes, but that was because I was talking, and if I was doing this normally by myself, a full face I can get like this in less than 20 minutes. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I look forward to doing more videos. If there are any things that you would like for me to cover, please message me. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless you.